Welcome to day 159 of my dropshipping journey, week number 2. Today is the second recap. So Saturday, like I said, every single Saturday, I'm going to be doing weekly recaps. The biggest day so far has been a $2,000 day a week from now. So it happened on Sunday, a day right after uploading my first weekly recap. So ever since then, I have been profitable every single day without any major dips, doing about over $1,200 every single day. Had some days $1,800, $1,600. So that's how things have been going. And
ain't no cap in my rap, hottest youngin' in my city. I got rank.
They're looking pretty good. Most of my creatives are still performing pretty well. There is just one campaign that has been up and down throughout the whole week. There has been a day where it was at like a 1.2 ROAS, 1.4 ROAS, and then yesterday it performed pretty well. So I'm going to keep it running for the next couple days for this whole weekend and see how it performs and make my decision based off of that if I want to cut it or not. I have been bumping budgets a little bit, 20%, 30% here and there anytime I have a profitable day. So I'm going to continue scaling. After today, well, I haven't actually bumped any budgets since Tuesday. Today is Saturday. So this whole week I just have been there's just been a lot going on, so I didn't want to bump the budgets whenever I'm not really there looking at all the metrics throughout the day if things don't end up doing well. So after today, I'm going to start bumping budgets. So far, right now, I'm in a different time zone. Like I said, I have a lot going on. So I'm in Poland right now, in my hometown. Going to stay here for about a week, a little over a week, and then I'm going to go to Krakow, where I'm going to get an apartment, and I'm going to stay there for a couple months. I'm not going to stay here long term. I don't plan on being here any longer than November right now, but things might change. I might come back earlier. I'm definitely not going to come back later than November, though. So that's how things are looking right now. And I have started working with a new supplier, and they have been fulfilling my orders now. They just purchased inventory. I didn't pay for the inventory up front, but they purchased it so they can start shipping it out a little bit quicker. Around 24 hours to 48 hours of time for processing, and then 5 to 12 days, usually on the lower end of that spectrum. So I did lock in with that supplier. I'm really excited to start working with them. Pricing is a little bit lower. My cost of goods overall is a little bit lower, which brings my margin a little bit more and gives me even a further room to continue scaling. My break-even ROAS right now is about 1.4, might be a little bit lower. I haven't recalculated it exactly with this new shipping and this the new cost of goods that they have given me. So I need to do that. But before, it has been 1.4. So that's a good break-even ROAS. So what that means is I have to hit a 1.4 ROAS on the day to break even, and anything above that is profitable. So overall, sitting on average, even on lower days, I'm sitting out about 1.82 ROAS, and then some good days are like 2.6, 3. So that is wonderful and gives me room to scale and continue to bump budgets. As of recording this video, it is about 10 a.m. here, which is minus 6 hours. So 4 a.m. in New York, Eastern time. Only got like 2 orders right now, so it is not looking too hot, but obviously as the day progresses, things usually even out. Even if overnight I don't get a bunch of orders, the orders might start coming in towards the evening. So I'm going to make all my decisions based on the following day. When I wake up, that's when the day should be wrapping up in the US, and I'm going to either bump budgets or scale down on the days where things don't usually perform as well. And that's also what my mentor has recommended me. So speaking of the mentor, I did have my first one-on-one call on Monday. I made a whole action plan with like 13 bullet points, and I'm implementing that slowly. I mentioned that in my last mindset video. So I'm going to go over some of those things. I do not have my phone in front of me right now. I have it on the tripod, so I'm gonna go on the top of my head. But number one thing I already did is lock in with the new supplier, lower my cost of goods, and increase or lower my shipping time so everything gets to the customer fairly quickly, as opposed to the last supplier that I was working with. It took about 10 days at minimum of 10 days from the time that I paid the invoice to the customer receiving the package. So 10 days is quite a bit. If I can get that lowered, 24 hours for processing ideally, and then have the package come in like 5-6 days, that's going to be perfect. Customer service, I did ask my mentor about chargebacks. So far, I have only gotten one chargeback, which is wonderful. It's way below 1% on my total orders. So that is healthy. You do not want to have your chargebacks up, because then Shopify payments are going to hit you with holds. PayPal is going to give you issues. A lot of people recommend to actually not use PayPal. I haven't had any issues with them so far, and I hopefully that remains. So my mentor did have a look on my website. Although my website is converting and seems to be getting sales, he did want me to use a different theme and improve my product photos and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be working on this weekend, and hopefully launch that by Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to have my next call with him on Monday. So my goal is to have that new theme done by Monday, so then I can just show it to him on our call. And then if he approves or asks to do any changes, I will do that, and then launch it, publish it. So Supplier, new website, shipping times, dealing with chargebacks. You just have to have good customer service. I respond to all the emails every single day. Sometimes there are days where I don't get a single email. Usually what people ask for is shipping times, because they maybe ordered their package and it's been over a week, so they ask. That's another reason why I decided to go with a new supplier that will be able to give me better shipping. Even if the price doesn't lower too much, better shipping, that is really good. So right now, I think that a lot of things that I'm working on with my mentor are making sure that my backend is dialed in and everything. My backend can support the further growth of the business. And then obviously working on front end stuff. I am going to start reaching out to UGC creators. I still haven't done that this week because I have been pretty busy. But my goal for the upcoming week is to get some new content and start producing even more high quality, more branded ads. Because so far I have been only using content that I got online, which is not ideal if you do want to end up making your store branded, which I'm doing obviously. So I'm not planning on running 2 stores at once concurrently. I think that doubling down on what's working and optimizing and growing is wonderful. If this store ends up reaching a plateau, that's maybe when I will start researching into other brands. But right now I have something that's working, so I'm going to make sure to, 10 times what I'm doing right now, 5 times what I'm doing right now, on average $1,500, $1,600, $1,800 days, with about $850 to $900 in ad spend. So it is looking pretty good right now. Hopefully, fingers crossed that this performance continues for the whole summer and this whole year, and I'll be able to brand this store, and eventually, if I decide to sell it. So that is my whole exit plan. I think I've heard it from a podcast that it is really important to, whenever you're going into a business, not only have short-term goals, but also have an exit plan, and what is this going to bring you. So I think I have a decent exit plan in mind. I think that I'm going to continue growing this store until my valuation is at least 7 figures. I think anything below that would be just a waste to sell it, since it is producing good cash flow. And that's how things stand. So another thing that I'm doing is, like I said, UGC, new supplier, that's done. I need to start using Triple Whale. I still haven't dialed that in because I was waiting to get my cost of goods from my supplier. And since I have all that information, so I'm going to do Triple Whale and start tracking things on there. I'm also going to implement Google Ads slowly. At 1K a day, I think it is important. Then email flow, I have been talking about that for a while. I have been pretty preoccupied organizing everything here and for this trip. Excuse me. So that took a little bit. So I'm going to implement my email flow, SMS flow, make sure that I have a pop-up for emails on my store. It is sometimes annoying to me whenever I get a bunch of pop-ups, but I just click X. If somebody doesn't want to, then they can just click X and then purchase. So I don't think that's going to be anything bad. Implementing cross sales and upsells. So I have a bunch of ideas for potential products. I only have one upsell right now on my store, and it is somewhat related to the product, but need to expand that into more stuff. In terms of other products, what my mentor said is to just research what other brands are doing. So I have been doing a lot of competitor research. As I was traveling, I was just sitting on Facebook ad library and researching other brands that are selling similar products, looking at their ads, looking at their websites, and making sure that I can gain some inspiration and emulate what they are doing, since it's clearly working. So there's one really like quite of a big brand that is selling similar stuff, and they have a whole wide collection of products. So maybe starting to test some more products, not this week, maybe the following week. That's what I'm going to implement. But right now, just getting more content, pumping out more ads, so that I'm finding more winning creatives that can generate even more profit. If you have like 3 creatives that are getting a 2 ROAS every day, adding another 3 that are doing that, that doubles the revenue. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, to testing more creatives. I have some new ideas for hooks. Right before I left onto this trip, I did get the product that I am running right now in the mail. It took 10 days on average, but I think it might have even took less than 10 days, but the product is high quality. It was from my previous supplier, but I made sure that the quality of this product with this supplier is also going to do well. So I did quality check everything, and it is working fine. So I'm excited for that. Aside from all the things that I have mentioned, there are things that I'm not remembering right now on the top of my head, but I think I mentioned everything. Also, adding a better offer, tweaking the offer a little bit. That's something that I need to implement. Adding like a more bundled package, doing that, and maybe adding like a little free gift to increase conversion rate is something that I'm going to look into as well. And I think that's everything for the following week. I know that I have mentioned a lot of things that I did last week, but as I said, I was pretty busy, so I wasn't able to get all that stuff done, but I did get quite a bit of things implemented, so that is good. Looking forward to the next week and really starting to bump these budgets, get some custom content, and continue to grow the business, because the vision is great for this brand. I think that my mentor said that this product is good, and he will definitely help me scale this to those 300K months and further. So I'm really excited for that, to really start bringing in some money, because right now I know that a lot of people, this is what they ask. So this month, every single day has been profitable. I'm sitting at about $1,500 in profit as of today. So that is good. Looking like if this continues, it will be my first 10K profit month. So I'm excited for that. And, the sky's the limit. So I'm going to continue optimizing the business, continue working on dialing my backend, making sure that everything is set up correctly and to scale this product. And I will see you in another weekly update. I know that I probably left out quite a bunch of stuff that I am also implementing on the side. So I'll probably mention that in some more videos, but make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for videos coming out this week. I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be doing more types of content. I have a little idea for like a dropshipping guide for strictly beginners. Since I'm a beginner as well myself, maybe you could call me a intermediate now, since I am getting decent numbers. It's nothing crazy, but the numbers are starting to show. So I feel like making a little guide for somebody that's just hearing about dropshipping will be beneficial, and I will have that coming out this week. So stay tuned for that. Hoping to have 3 videos a week. Right now, I'm sitting about 2, but I'm going to make a whole content schedule and try to expand to other platforms as well. We'll be also testing this week, which is expanding to the big 4, Australia, UK, US, and Canada. I'm going to make another testing campaign with all my winning creatives, targeting all 4 of those countries to see if I can start expanding onto different markets. Then also did start a LLC just before I left the trip, so that's kind of a big thing that I left out. I completely forgot about it. I did start an LLC and apply for a credit card so I can get a bigger spending limit and get points on my ad spend. So with the credit card that I applied, it's a Chase Inc. Business Preferred, I think, and it gives you 3x points on the first $1,000 spent on ads. So hopefully if I spend that much by the end of this year, I'll get some points and I'll be able to, get those flight tickets or redeem them in whatever way I want. So I did start an LLC. I felt like right now, this is not any financial advice, but I have been told that if you're not really doing crazy numbers, you don't have to worry about the LLC yet. But since I am, I have high goals for the end of this year and stuff seems to be working, I wanted to make sure to get the LLC done before I leave to get that credit card. That's one. I don't think you need a business necessarily. I don't think you need an LLC to get a business card, but I did want to get that done before I leave. So I don't have to do it remotely and go through the hassle, and I wouldn't be able to open up a checking bank account if I'm not in the US. I could probably have like a member go in there and do it, but I just wanted to get it done myself before I leave so that I don't have to worry about it anymore and I can start scaling rapidly. So Big Four, LLC, and there's one more thing. And the last thing is retargeting campaigns. I know that I don't have to worry about it right now. That's what my mentor said, but I'm still going to test it out. Might as well with he does retargeting with image ads with like a additional 50% off sale or stuff like that. So I'm going to try that as well. Maybe not this week, but the next. But those are all the things that I'm implementing. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's in the link in that description down below. If you want to text me, message me, go ahead, hit me up on Instagram. I respond to everybody. If you have any comments in terms of advice or any questions, I will answer those as well. So make sure you comment down below. I have a free Telegram channel I forgot to mention. All you have to do is as well follow me on Instagram, DM me the word Telegram, and you're going to get the link right away from ManyChat. So thank you so much for watching this weekly recap. Let me think real quick if there is anything else that I want to implement. I think that I mentioned a lot of the stuff that I need to get done, and implementing that will be helpful. And then afterwards, there are probably going to be some more stuff that I need to start doing. So really excited. I do like this guy that I'm working with. I do like the mentorship. I did have one weekly call with them, but I wasn't able to make it through the whole call and actually get value from it because I had an appointment at that time. So I'm looking forward to this week's weekly call and then getting the one-on-one call on Monday in a couple of days. So I'll keep you updated for day-to-day updates. Telegram is the way that you can see them, or Instagram directly. I'm going to start posting a little bit more content on Instagram. So I know everybody has Instagram, so go ahead and follow me there, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.